Alright guys, this is easily the craziest trade-in I've ever seen come in. Not a ton, I mean it is a lot of stuff, but just absolutely bonkers level of quality games. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We've got a ton of classic box N64 games. Even some of the harder to get bigger box like Pokemon Stadium Star Fox 64. We've got easily one of the best Dreamcast collections I've ever seen come into the store. And including some of their very rare ones. Got some box Game Boy games. You can see you got some absolute amazing gems for the Dreamcast here. Power Stone 2, Skies of Arcadia. We've also got a bunch of Squaresoft PlayStation 1 games. There's more tucked there. That's a sealed Sonic Adventure 2, Pokemon White 2, and a couple of Game Boy games. Go ahead and take a closer look at everything that came into the store. Alright guys, let's start with the PlayStation 1. We've got Sealed Vagrant Story. Pretty awesome PlayStation 1 RPG made by Squaresoft. A lot of people haven't played this one. It's kind of like, honestly, it feels a lot like Metal Gear Solid. With that top-down perspective. Awesome story. Check it out. And we've got Sealed Threads of Fate. One of my favorite games. Chrono Cross. The Chrono Trigger sequel that everyone hates. We've got Final Fantasy Origins. This is Final Fantasy 1 and 2. This is a good way to play them. This is probably my favorite version of Final Fantasy 1. I know people don't like the loading times, but personally speaking, I don't think it's that big of a deal, and it maintains the original difficulty. And we've got the classic survival horror Silent Hill. What can you say about this game other than it's a masterpiece in horror? Every town has secrets. Some are just price tagged than others.
お前の仕業どとなか
We've got Final Fantasy VII, Greatest Hits Edition. Quite possibly the greatest game ever made. Game Fame magazine, and they're not wrong. A lot of people's first RPG, and arguably one of their favorites. And we've got the much more hated Final Fantasy VIII. I don't think it's that bad. I kind of like it. But I do admit it's not one of the better Final Fantasies. So, be sure to check it out. We've got Final Fantasy Anthology. It's Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VI. This is an amazing one. Learn from the past. And we've got Diablo. One of the best, arguably one of the best games ever made. This is a classic PC legend. I hear the PlayStation 1 version is pretty good. I love this opening. Look at that. That's so awesome. He's just reaching out to grab you. And we've got Dragon Ball Z Budokai Ultimate Battle 22. Tomb Raider 3. And we've got Tomb Raider 1. Tomb Raider games are a lot of fun. Sometimes a killer body just isn't enough. Sometimes you must be an actual killer. Alright guys, let's get to the N64. This is absolute fire. We've got Banjo-Tooie. Not Banjo-Kazooie, this is the sequel. Banjo-Tooie. The Bear and Bird are back. This is complete in box. Banjo-Tooie for Nintendo 64. Let's get on some of that mumbo jumbo action here. We've got Super Mario 64 box. The best Super Mario game. Some would say the best Mario game. Certainly the best 3D Mario game. Yoshi's Story. I like all the different color Yoshis you can be in this game. is always my favorite part. It's a 2D platformer, just like the other Yoshi Story game. I forget what it was called. The one with Baby Mario. And we've got Fox Super Smash Brothers. Classic game that started it all. Zap! Duke it out as your favorite Nintendo characters. Look at Link back there. He looks so confused. We've got The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Greatest game ever made? According to some it is. I think it's pretty fun. But, I don't know. There's a lot of good games out there. Ocarina of Time is an assured classic. And we've got Donkey Kong 64. A lot of people hate this game for all the collectibles in it. But it's a fun game. Would you hate a first-person shooter for having too much shooting in it? You wouldn't. So don't hate on Donkey Kong 64 just because there's a bunch of collectibles in the game. And we've got Chameleon Twist. I've never played this one. I got this floating Oreo sandwich trying to attack you. Something. Ice cream sandwich back there turned sentient. Davy the Chameleon followed a peculiar rabbit into a magical pot, and now he's lost in a strange land. What's worse, he seems to have transformed into an alien. That's pretty bad. And here's a rare one. Mischief Makers. This game is so much fun and so bizarre and unique. It's just a fun 2D action platformer. You kind of pick up enemies and throw them at people. It's just a super weird game, but very fun. Very action-packed. Majora's Mask for the Nintendo 64 Collector's Edition. They are doing Collector's Edition all the way back in the N64. This is a beautiful box. And it's an amazing game. Oh geez, there's some nightmare fuel right there. Look at this thing. Not me in the reflection. I'm talking about this Ocarina Azora looking thing. I don't know what the hell it is. And finally, well not finally, we've got a couple more. We've got Mario Kart 64. Super Mario Kart was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, but you can't beat Mario Kart 64. You just can't. We also got a couple of the bigger box Nintendo 64 games. Best game ever made, Star Fox 64. Changed my mind. Join Fox McCloud and his Star Fox team as they fight to save the galaxy from the clutches of the evil Andross. What more do you want? Had the Rumble Pack. Had a hilarious VHS that came with it.
Glad you could join us. Bob, your test fighter pilot just spilled his guts about Star Fox 64.
Peter! You didn't tell him about the Rumble Pack, did you?
No, Bob. You just did.
I love this game. And we've got Pokemon Stadium. Battle your Pokemon on the N64. Look at Blastoise there. He's ready to battle. Got Pikachu on the side there. Here's the back of it. Classic game. Alright guys, let's get to the best stack of Dreamcast games I've ever seen in my entire life. Start with Sealed Sonic Adventure 2. Try to find a nice angle of the seals here. Trying to make it out there. Save the world or conquer it. We're going with conquer, buddy. Time Stalkers. I've never heard of this game, and I'm pretty good about games. Unravel the Tangle of Time. This is not Darkstalkers. This is Time Stalkers. Soul Reaver. Legacy of Kain. Amazing game. And the Dreamcast edition isn't bad. You can get this on other platforms, but come on. The Dreamcast is a legendary system. You gotta get all the games for it. Every single one. Street Fighter Alpha 3 for the Dreamcast. Look at Zangief. He looks absolutely berserking. You know what he's berserking about? He's berserking about this Dreamcast collection we've got. Street Fighter Perfection. We've got Donald Duck going quackers. Donald Duck has had enough, and he's going postal. Donald is going quackers. Uh-oh. Donald runs amok, goes berserk, and gets hyper across 20 levels. Oh, geez. You better watch out for this duck. The House of the Dead 2. Absolutely amazing light gun shooter game. Prepare to send the undead back to the afterlife. We've got Blue Stinger. This is kind of like a Resident Evil game, but a little bit wackier, if you ask me. Wow, Survive the Terror of Dinosaur Island. I'm hooked. I'm already hooked. I already want to play this. But this game is a classic survival horror game. Resident Evil 2 for the Dreamcast. Can you survive the horror? Can you? Grandia 2. Amazing RPG with some of the best / worst voice acting you'll ever hear. Come on, it's Grandia 2. Grandia 1's also amazing. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Classic game. It's in your blood. And we've got Bangayo, or I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know how you say it. Have the time of your life making billions of things explode. Alright. Sounds good to me. And Skies of Arcadia. Absolutely legendary RPG. You're a sky pirate. You're the best protagonist of any RPG ever. Hands down. No one's better than Vice. I don't want to hear it. The sky's the limit. And we've got Marvel vs. Capcom, Clash of Superheroes, and Street Fighter characters. Another fantastic fighting game for the Dreamcast. The Tag Team Fighter of the Millennium. Absolutely damn straight. Evolution. I don't know what this game is. Let the evolution begin. Okay. Let it begin. Power Stone 2 for the Dreamcast. We have Power Stone 1 now, and we have Power Stone 2. These are awesome fighting games. 4-player fighting mayhem. That basically describes it perfectly. This is a party fighting game, and it's just so much fun. God. Power Stone 1 and 2. You can't beat them. You can't. You can't beat them. Alright guys, let's get to the miscellaneous games. We've got Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. This is a classic stealth game, Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. Metal Gear Solid 3 is probably the best Metal Gear Solid games. Metal Gear goes online. This is not true. Servers are shut down, so you do not go online. Silent Hill HD Collection for the PS3. It comes with Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3. HD remakes of them both. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Everyone knows what Skyrim is. This is the PlayStation 4 version. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. My favorite Grand Theft Auto game because it takes place in the 80s. We've got Dynasty Warriors 4. Don't sleep on the Dynasty Warriors games. They're a lot of fun. Who cares if it's just killing a bunch of people? That's what you want in a video game. That it's mindless killing is what appeals to me. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Nintendo boxed. This is the Turtles game everyone hated. But you're going to get it if you're a collector. And if you're a collector, believe me, there are far worse Nintendo games you could own boxed. Completed box, Pokemon White 2. White 2 and Black 2 were really great. Donkey Kong Country Land for the Game Boy. It's a classic Game Boy game. And we got Kirby's Block Ball. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I think this is Breakout with Kirby in it. Which sounds like a good combination to me. And we've got Super Mario Land. Set that down there. And we've got Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins. So we got both of them. So come get it. Alright guys, that's everything. Be sure to check out the GOAT Games in Merritt Island, Florida, and the Merritt Island Square Mall. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and on YouTube so you can be the first to get notified about when these rare games come in. And have a great day.